Brandon, what's up, man? How was the first practice given all the absences that are still kind of hovering?
It was fun. Worked with what we had. Got a lot accomplished. It was good energy from everybody.
How do you view the two-guard role and you, Buddy, and theoretically somebody else too being involved with that right now?
You said, how do I view it?
Yeah, compared to last season, compared to this season.
I think it's the same way. Just respect Steve and his staff's decision, whatever they go with. And when I'm out there, just show that I'm worth playing out there. It's really just controlling what you can control. And that's the same mindset I would assume from all three of us. For sure.
Steve highlighted a couple areas for your game that he thinks that you can achieve to make another leap after your strong second half. What would you say are the things that you need to do on the court to make another leap?
What did he say?
He said being better about talking to the refs, so not talking to the refs as much, and being more aggressive and consistent with the jumper.
Yeah, I think big thing to show another leap would be emotional maturity. Talking to the refs is included in that, but just keeping a composure about myself so that my teammates see that. And those games that the veterans are out, how can we manufacture wins? And I think I'm going to be a focal part of that when they're out. So if they're going to look to me and I'm all out of whack emotionally, it becomes hard to win. So I think emotional maturity is probably the top of my list.
Is there a way to work on that emotional maturity?
Through experience, and I think I've experienced enough to deal with it.
Obviously, there's been a lot of questions about Kuminga and some of the other guys who are not yet in camp. As a player, do you feel like the whole distraction element is overblown? I know a lot of the talk in the media is about distractions, but when you're a player at practice, in the locker room, how do you view the business side of these contracts and negotiations?
I think the beauty of it for myself is when I'm in between four lines, I don't really think about it, who's out there, who's not out there. I just, it's the hand we're dealt, and that's what we use. But it's a business at the end of the day. Everybody's professional, and we handle it as such.
Brandon, once you guys were out of the playoffs, did you spend much time watching the rest of the playoffs? And if so, what did you gain from watching that? And if not, why not?
I definitely did, same as my first year. Pretty much just seeing how much physicality our series with Houston was and how it continued through with the other series. But I wouldn't say I took anything away necessarily, just the physicality ramps up each round.
Was there a part of you that said, in the back of your mind, if we were healthy, we could have or might have?
I don't look at theoreticals. Just what we had is what we had, and we didn't win with it. So you go back and reset for the next year.
What are your first impressions of the rookies with Alex and Will?
Both great people that Mike and his staff brought in. Really accepting to learning. They both watch Steph work out after, so they want to learn. And obviously, Alex won the championship, or Will won the championship, and so he brings a 3-and-D mindset, I would say. So it's been cool to be around him and see both of them grow, just from summer league to now. It's been pretty cool.
You mentioned Steph's workouts. You've been around him for a couple of years now, and you see him obviously in the gym, but obviously you probably know about what he does when he's not even in the gym with you guys. What do you think about his ability to stay committed to pushing himself to the level that he has, and how difficult do you think it will be for just everyone to do that?
Well, I think Steph's committed to excellence and greatness. He understands what it looks like and how hard it is to maintain it. And if you want to sustain that, there's extra things that the regular person isn't doing that you have to do. And he's found a rhythm, a flow, a routine that's worked for him, and that's kept him at this level. And I think that's a challenge for everybody. How can you find your routine, your flow that helps you sustain what you want to sustain? Because for being honest, not everybody wants to be as great as Steph Curry. Some people say it, but not everybody wants to. So it's how can you find that balance of what you want to do and be as great as you can be.
Do you want to be as great as Steph Curry?
I mean, I want to be better than him. Obviously, it's a tall task, but I want to maximize my talent in the league and get as much out of it as I can.